And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. It's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. Well, in a new season, there are some players, Richard, that hit the ground running. And there are others, as you well know, that take a while to get going. Which, I know what camp you fell into, but what would you say? Did you take a while to get going, or were you ready to go?
No, it was both. There was one where it was like I struggled to get going and really get a rhythm, and there's others that I was just ready to go and locked in. As your environment changes, so does your success. And so sometimes as your environment changes, you got to figure out how to be successful in it.
Good insight. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. C.J. McCollum out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Valanciunas in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Warren, and it's Ayton in at the 5, home in the paint. It's hauled in by Richardson. Pass to McCollum. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Clock at 6. Williamson, the pass to Richardson. That one goes in. Richardson's got the game going here with the first basket for the Pelicans.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
Booker. He can't get it to go. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Ball against McCollum. Pass to Williamson. Over Booker. And it's Williamson missing. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Here he goes. Lays it up off the glass.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
McCollum outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But with KD on this team, they are right in the thick of it as far as contenders.
Now here's Ingram following the shot by Chris Paul. And that one's good. Ingram.
And the whole court is open for Ingram. He's got the accuracy to hit that from mid-range.
Ayton a screen on Richardson. Booker with no one around. Suns keep it alive. And that one's good, Ayton.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Valanciunas following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And Valanciunas kicks to Richardson. And the 3 ball is good. Richardson's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
McCollum against Paul. Outside, KD. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
It just looks too easy. Durant with the skill and height to get anything he wants from the mid-range.
Williamson in the post. KD's on him. And there it is for him.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Ball looking over the floor. And And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
And that one falls for Paul.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. That one is no good. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Now, here is Murphy. Here's Ingram. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Shoots from 8, and there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist from KD. Ayton's got his 2nd basket.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a 2nd look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
McCollum finds Richardson. Ayton against Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. Valanciunas passes to Ingram. That one off the back iron and out. Suns have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. KD dishes to Paul. Ayton up top. Paul outside. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas. Reaching out and just swatting that shot away.
Pass to Ingram. Valanciunas with a screen on Warren. No good from Valanciunas. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Over Richardson. Booker, no good. And here are the Pelicans now. And the pass to Richardson. He dishes it to McCollum. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Paul outside. Over McCollum, and Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 5 points so far. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Phoenix. Baisley's checked in for 8. Torrey Craig comes in for T.J. Warren. Damian Lee is checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. To the wing on the left. Lands a screen on KD. Here's Marshall. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
The Pelicans trail. Lee with the steal. Now Payne. KD sets the pick for Payne. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason group.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Outside Murphy. And Lee pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Payne. Last game out, he had 14. Count that one. Durant's got his second bucket.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
Passes it to Murphy. Mans a screen. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Pass to Craig. It's Durant on the wing. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for KD. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Now, here's Marshall. Last time out, he had 13 points. Nance sends a screen for Marshall. Trying to end the drought. And another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Lee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 6 to shoot. And again, it's the Suns missing. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Outside for Durant. "55 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to Lee for 3. And Jones pulls it down. Baisley passes to KD. And it's Payne in the corner. Payne can't hit.
That's a miss you can live with. He did what he could to get something close to the basket.
Outside, Jones. 12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Alvarado. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. 7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 1 second left, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pelicans lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. But what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Suns. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. So for New Orleans right now, running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. Then there's Hayes. Then there's CJ McCollum. And it's Murphy in at the 4. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. And here's Booker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he's good on the 3-ball. Booker's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Suns. The Pelicans trail. Now here's McCollum. To the middle. Here's Hayes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Ayton. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
And the first one drops.
And, guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8th pick in Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the Pelicans. Hayes hits them both. Booker with it. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Ayton in the high post. Working on Hayes. Here's Craig. And it's off from 3-point range. Well, for New Orleans, shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Now McCollum. Last time, 14 points for him. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And the first one at the line is good. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
New Orleans making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Both free throws good from Beverly.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
Now here's McCollum. No points in the game yet for him. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Over Ayton. No good from Valanciunas. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks.
Phoenix foul. Torrey Craig. First personal foul. Second.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
For the Pelicans, Jackson Hayes taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. Ball's checked in for Patrick Beverly. He hits the second from the line. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. That's a 2 from Paul. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hayes with the screen for McCollum. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, awkward shot there. I mean, creative on the leaner, but the D just made it too difficult for him to convert.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. Booker up top. Richardson covered. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Ayton a screen on Richardson. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. McCollum dishes to Valanciunas. Pass to Ingram. And there's the feed to Richardson. 5 on the clock. A 3 from McCollum. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Richardson.
What a tricky play by Booker, using the pump fake to draw the defender and win the foul.
The Suns have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
I don't even think he had one free throw before halftime, but he's making up for it here in the second.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Alvarado's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
Here's Alvarado. Valanciunas with a screen on Paul. And it's Alvarado missing. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Now here's Ingram following the shot by Chris Paul. And here is Ingram. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Richardson gets a wide-open look. The offensive rebound. Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
The Pelicans have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Baisley's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kevin Durant comes in for Torrey Craig. Lee's checked in for Warren. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Suns leading. Now here's Payne. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Baisley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Larry Nance is checked in for New Orleans. Both good from the line that time. Pelicans trailed by 3. Here's Alvarado. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Dallas.
And you have to mention his impact on the defensive end. Came up with 3 timely steals in that one as well.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
When you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot, when he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
That free throw, no good. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And the second free throw, good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Payne looking around. Here's KD. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Hey, even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact. The man is stronger than he looks.
Ingram with it. Fires from 14. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Outside Durant. Passes it to Booker. Here's Payne. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Beasley passes to Booker. Lock at 6. Over Jones. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now it's a 6-point Suns lead.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Marshall with it. KD's on him. And it's sent back by KD.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
With 3, Booker, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Ingram outside. And that one is off. Good D by Lee. Phoenix leading by 6. Pass to Payne. Here's Beasley, covered by Nance. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
15 foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Darius Beasley taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Phoenix. And a change for the Pelicans. Murphy's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Outside, Jones. Nance a screen on Beverly. Jones kicks to Nance. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second personal foul.
The Pelicans have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this
Shooting
game.
for New Orleans. Larry Nance Jr. taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Nance. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. Pass to Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. KD's got 10.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency. Here's
Here's Alvarado. That's tipped. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half. Here's Payne. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And Marshall kicks to Murphy. On the wing, Jones. It's up a 3. And it's Baisley with the rebound. Baisley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Durant takes the 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
The Pelicans have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Herbert Jones, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. No good on the second free throw. Suns leading by 12. Baisley passes to Payne. KD sets the pick for Payne. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Jones. Hands in the high post. The pass to Marshall. Nance sets a screen for Marshall. He takes it in, and it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He kicks it to Payne. Back to KD. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Katie. It looks like you guys were able to build as the half went along. What happened out there?
Well, we stayed with our defense. I think we were a little lazy to end that first quarter. We just came out and made them shoot tough shots. Rebound the basketball, get out and get some easy points.
Certainly showed in the second quarter. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Whatever they're trying to do on offense, it ain't working. If they have any chance of coming back in this one, they're going to have to be more methodical in their approach. Talent without discipline will never result in sustained success.
And now we can turn our attention forward. Let's take a look at what lies ahead on the schedule.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, I bet they've been looking forward to this one. I mean, a chance to take down a higher-ranked team and show us what they're capable of.
Hopefully, the challenge of this matchup brings out the best in them. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Warren in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Baseline jumper. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Williamson outside. It's McCollum on the wing. Ingram outside. Over Warren. And it's Ingram missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Kevin Durant at the line for 2.
The first free throw is good.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
And so Durant nails them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Passes it to Williamson. Tries it from 9. And that one goes long. Suns leading by 12.
And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
And here's McCollum following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Richardson the bounce pass. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Kevin Durant. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
And the first one drops.
The explosive athleticism of Williamson is so much fun to watch. For a guy his size to move like that, incredible.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And here's McCollum to the paint. And it's sent back by KD.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Ayton. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Richardson outside. Durant against Williamson. The shot's good. And it's 7 points for Zion Williamson.
And okay, you won't let me get to the hole this time. Zion options for the next best thing.
Ayton a screen on Richardson. Booker, good.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
McCollum, rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now here's Durant. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well-equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
The first one falls, and Phoenix making a change here. Craig's checked in. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. And he makes both free throws. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cut. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Chance to see stats for Paul. Coming off a terrific season. Came in about 14 points per, 11 assists and 4 rebounds. But you look at all that and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him you have to watch to understand his impact.
Here's McCollum. Pass to Richardson. Dishes to Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 6. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Booker the pass to Paul. The wide open look for Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. KD's got 22.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now, here's Richardson. 5 points in the game. Down low. Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
McCollum against Paul. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Over Paul. Booker pulls it in.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
High post, KD. No good that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Valanciunas.
Suns foul.
It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago.
Second team.
The Suns, number 1.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Suns here with a different look. Baisley's checked in for Durant. Lee comes in for Warren. Patrick Beverley's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Valanciunas hits them both. Here's Beverley. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 19-7 run. Now here's Payne. On the wing, Lee. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Craig. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Valanciunas has got 7 points for the quarter.
Wow, you know Valanciunas is in the zone when he's taking shots like that. You gotta love the confidence.
Now here's Payne. It's Beverley on the wing. Up to Payne. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Lee kicks to Craig. Off target with his 3. Pelicans trailed by 19. Pass to Alvarado. Now here is Murphy. And there's the pass to Alvarado. Out left to the wing. Valanciunas with a screen on Beverley. Marshall dishes to Valanciunas.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. Last season, he played outstanding. And a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. New Orleans making a switch here. Nance is checked in. And he can't hit the second. Phoenix leading by 18. Pass to Craig. Pass to Payne. Poked away. Here's Alvarado. To the middle. Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. And a wide open look for Lee. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Pelicans trail by 18. If he passes to Valanciunas, it's Jones on the wing. And the Pelicans miss again. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Craig kicks to Payne. Craig sets a screen. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got his second bucket tonight.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Nance. And it's Baisley with the rebound. Baisley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Payne passes to Beverly. Back to Payne. Clock at 6. Here's the break. And it's Alvarado missing. Phoenix leading by 20. Baisley passes to Craig. Now here's Payne, guarded by Valanciunas. Payne with it. Shot clock at 5. Over in the corner, Lee. Beverly finds Craig. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's Jones with the ball for the Pelicans. Lee outside. Pass to Craig. Now Payne. Over Jones. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram's out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Nance, and it's Murphy in at the 3 spot. Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Here's McCollum.
And since halftime, he just doesn't have a clue when it comes to shooting. And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
McCollum against Paul. Now the pass to Booker. Nance with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 18. It's Ingram on the wing, defended by Paul. With the fadeaway. And it's Ingram missing. The Suns shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. With 3, Booker, the basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Now here's McCollum. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Paul against McCollum. Paul kicks to Warren. To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And the Suns lead by 20. Passes it to Murphy. Ingram deciding where to go with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Paul. Good D by McCollum.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Fires for three. Phoenix grabs the miss. KD dishes to Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Round of applause for your son, youth team. Please give a big round of applause for your son, youth team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
It's a take-charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it two in a row. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. McCollum kicks to Murphy. And here's McCollum. Richardson outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Richardson against Booker. Paul outside, lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Ingram's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McCollum against Paul. Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him. Kicks to Murphy. Feeds it to Richardson. 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Phenomenal at realizing when to shoot from that mid-range. And McCollum becoming a master at that mid-range.
And here's KD for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. McCollum up top, defended by Paul. McCollum kicks to Ingram. Paul against McCollum. Back to Ingram. Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got 11 rebounds in the game. Now here's Booker. Outside Warren. On the 3 off target. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own call. It's a little like grading your own text. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
And that one falls for Ingram. Valanciunas, he's checked in for New Orleans. So he gets them both. Suns leading by 18. Ball passes to Booker. Ayton, a screen on Richardson. Booker. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Now here's McCollum. They grab their own miss, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
At the line for one.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
One shot.
The free throw's off from McCollum. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum's one of the best in the league. And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's McCollum. And so much great talent coming into the league, Craig, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
To me, the passing of Durant, that's what separates him from other superstars. KD's willing to move the ball.
Pass to Murphy. Now Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And the Pelicans miss again.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Booker with it. He kicks to Ayton. Over in the corner, Paul. Over McCollum. And it's off the back rim, no good. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Ingram against Warren. Ingram dishes to Valanciunas. It's deflected. Pass to Murphy. The 3. No good that time.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Paul passes to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The 3 from McCollum. The rebound by KD. Now Paul. The pass to Ayton. There's the dish to Durant. Over Murphy. Pelicans with the rebound. And here is Ingram. Richardson with it. Now defended by McCollum. Over Paul. And And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Timeout called, the Suns.
All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns answer.
He's checked in for Chris Paul. And the Pelicans also making a change. Marshall's checked in. Now here's Payne. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the Suns here with a different look. Baisley's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Torrey Craig comes in for Kevin Durant. Damian Lee is checked in for T.J. Warren. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Booker. Payne finds Craig. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 4 to shoot. That's a 2 from Lee. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Phoenix.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
And he hits the first of 3. And he sinks the second. and he nails the third. New Orleans has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Valanciunas sets a screen for Richardson. A second chance effort, and Valanciunas with the layup. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 12 rebounds. Passes to Beverly. .30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. An open look for Lee, and again, it's the Suns missing.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. Good D by Lee. Here's Payne. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I don't know. It was just our defense. Obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.